So there's a little bit of a battle going on between one of the Russian players for OWC and a couple of the Polish players for OWC as well. Now, it mainly just comes down to two players, one from the Russian OWC team and one from the Polish OWC team. Those players being Welter and Maliszewski. Now, what exactly is going on? So pretty much what I'm gathering is what started this whole battle from Welter himself stating in a tweet, "Some Polish OWC players decided to snipe me, I sniped them back, and then Malice came in." So for some context, if you didn't know, in the upcoming OWC matches in the semifinals, Team Russia and Team Poland are going up against each other in the losers bracket. So what I can imagine is some of the Polish OWC players decided to snipe Welter on some of his #1 maps, as a form of taunting for the next match that's gonna happen between their teams. And when Welter saw this, he was like, well, I'm not gonna go down without a fight, so he decided to snipe them back. And in return, they brought in the big guns, aka Maliszewski, who has a shit ton of #1s if you didn't already know. This guy is pretty much on almost every single new map that you will see, plus a bunch of other maps. So he is a really good score setter and score grinder. After Maliszewski came in to snipe Welter back on the scores that he sniped from the other Polish players, it was kinda over, because Maliszewski sniped around 70 maps that Welter was #1 on, leaving him at just over 50 #1 scores left, which he had well over 100 #1s before this all went down. And Maliszewski did this in the span of 24 hours, which is just ridiculous. And even Ciccone tried to step in and snipe Maliszewski on a few of his maps since he saw Welter was getting sniped on a lot of his maps, and it didn't end well for Ciccone either because Maliszewski just came back and sniped his maps right back, and Ciccone basically stopped before it was too late. And well, it pretty much ended with Maliszewski sniping a bunch of Welter's scores. So what did Welter think about all of this? Well, he really doesn't give a shit, to be honest. If you go to his Twitter, you can just see him flexing on Maliszewski with some pictures of himself. And he really doesn't seem to care that Maliszewski is sniping all of his #1s, since he's basically just flexing and saying bro is mad. Which, fair enough. If you don't really care about it, then there's not much you can do about it. But as of right now, that's pretty much it between the beef of these two OWC players. Now, this is definitely gonna spark a pretty heated battle in the upcoming matches, I feel like. But what are your guys' opinion on Maliszewski sniping almost all of Welter's scores? Was it warranted, or is this whole entire thing really unnecessary? Now, it is pretty entertaining, I'm not gonna lie, to see Maliszewski snipe over 70 of Welter's maps. And I'm not sure who the other Polish people were that started this battle. I didn't really dig super deep into it, but I still don't get why they started that, to be honest. But I'm not gonna dig too deep into it, because this isn't exactly drama necessarily, it's just a little bit of a battle between two OWC teams just trying to get under each other's skins before next match. But let me know your guys' opinion down below in the comments. What do you think about this? Now, in some other non-toxic news, Lifeline is still currently grinding his ass off trying to get back into the top 3, and he is pumping out some pretty cool scores. Now, just a few days after he finally got his first 1300 and his new top play, he set a 97.25% FC on Snow Goose with DT being worth 1,294 PP, making that his third best play. And just earlier today, as of recording this, he set his second ever 1300 PP score, also on Snow Goose but the diff above, with hidden double time with 93.84% AC being worth 1,355 PP.
Huh? Oh! What the fuck? What? What?
And the score was a 2 miss, meaning that if he got the FC, that would have been 1,560 PP, making that obviously his new top play and completely skipping a PP milestone, that milestone being 1,400 PP. And honestly, Lifeline fans are eating good this time around because he's pretty much back and pumping out scores like he was not long ago. And not only is he pumping out scores, he's actually closing the gap between him and the current ranked number 3 player Evoxa, making the gap between them only 217 total PP now. And honestly, all Lifeline needs to do is set just a few more 1.3Ks or even his first 1.4K a couple times, and he'll pretty much be back in the top 3, overtaking Evoxa, which is pretty awesome news considering Evoxa only took rank 3 not long ago. So are we gonna see a battle between Evoxa and Lifeline to see who stays in the top 3, or is Evoxa not gonna really care too much about it? I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but I'm hoping for a little bit of a push and pull between the two. What about you guys? And some last news before I end off this video, the OWC content creator JohnPorler actually got restricted during his live stream today while playing OWC. Now, I was lurking in his stream, but I wasn't there when he actually got restricted, so I don't know exactly what happened leading him to get restricted, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see because he did say he'll turn it into a video, which he is currently working on, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see since I wasn't watching and most of you probably weren't watching. But he did end up getting unrestricted a few hours later, so all is well that ends well, I guess. But like I said, I guess we're just gonna have to wait for his latest video to come out, which I will leave his YouTube linked in the description below so you guys can go check it out whenever it's uploaded. At least the toaster guy is finally unrestricted, so good luck with hitting the top 1000, Mr. Toaster Guy. By the way, I'm just gonna call him Toaster Guy from now on. So can we get some welcome back Toaster Guy in the comments below? Much appreciated. Send some support to JohnPorler. Guy's the GOAT. But that's pretty much all the news I'm going to be covering in this video today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe because we're slowly getting closer to my goal of 5K subs, which I would hopefully like to hit by mid next year. So if you guys would like to help with that goal, then please consider leaving a sub to help support me. Thank you so much for watching once again. I will see you guys in the next video, and have a good rest of your nights or days, and I'll see you later. Peace out.